second again. The way this car flies though, man, I think I just didn't give it enough credit to begin with. Right people, so welcome back to another video. We're working on the Edition 30 today. We're back up in Liverpool with Dave and Gaz, DRW Performance. Got the nice number plate cover on as well. Like to keep it low key on this one anyway. We've got a bunch of stuff laid out on the floor. We thought we'd go to town on the Edition 30 now. Of course this car was up for sale previously. Then I took it off sale and I'm like, now let's just, I don't know, work on it a bit more. The car, as you can see, is pretty much stock ride height. The suspension has been untouched, but we'll wait till the car's up on the ramp. And we'll let the experts here tell us how it is. So we'll start over here with the more exciting stuff. It's all pretty exciting, but we've gone for a set of BC coilovers. We've gone from the guys at IDWorks, so they also sorted me out with the AirTech intercooler, which is back there somewhere behind this very crusty looking grille. And also got the PowerFlex anti-lift kit from them. So make sure you do check out their Instagram as well. There's probably going to be Black Friday sales. Passat aluminium control arms. Now I did have a few questions about these previously. They are literally Passat V6 arms. There's nothing sort of different about them. That's how they come from the factory. They're off eBay. Simple job. Did work quite well on the R32, so we're replicating that. They come with the ball joints. Of course, we've got shorter drop links with the BC coilovers. I didn't realize they'd come in the box, but it's a nice touch. Rear springs. Opted for some refreshed rear control arms. Thought we'd just do it because they are a bit crusty looking. And we've got a white line anti-roll bar as well, rear one. I'm not going for the front this time. And a few refreshed bolts. It's always good if you're going to do a lot of suspension work. Get some genuine Volkswagen bolts, always does the job. I keep bringing rusty Mark 5s to you guys, man. Ramp's probably decaying now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
This thing is probably going to be a bit of a challenge, but we'll see how it is. It's most likely just going to be an angle grinder job, but we'll see how it goes. Right, so car's up in the air. We'll give you a little inspection now of this current state of the suspension. Bear in mind this car doesn't drive like it needs suspension work. It just drives like a normal Edition 30. It doesn't really creak. It's comfortable, it's nice. It just shows that, well, I will just go through it now, so instead of me rambling. So we'll start with this corner.
Yeah, it's just a load of surface rust really. I know it does probably look quite bad.
Yeah.
But like you said, it drives alright.
It's just like a bunch of just usual...
Yeah.
Typical...
To be fair, for the Mark 5 at this age, and yeah, it's about what it is really.
Pretty much what expected at this point, isn't it? I mean, these arms here, so these are the cast ones you normally get on a standard GTI. So we're
got a nice little split in that.
Alright, so we need to change that. CV boot there.
And on the back end, yeah, it's a little bit rusty. But as I said, probably like no worse than any Mark 5 of this age and miles.
Yeah, it's just with these, like for example, I thought I'd just get a new one just to sort of freshen it up in it. Because so if we're going to change the suspension, as you can see, it's all brown. Might as well, you know, just make it all look pretty shiny. I know you can do the hubs as well, can't you? And all these kind of things, but I thought
it's not too bad.
API exhaust still doing the job. I think it's just sagged a bit though, hasn't it? A bit over here.
Yeah, it's sitting a bit down, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like constant attention with Mark 5s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Front right, which we did look at before. Same situation as the left, to be honest. Equal kind of thing, isn't it?
Yes. Like them, see that they're starting to crack the buses, but we're changing all them anyway.
These are probably the most important bushes, to be honest, to change on these anyway when it comes to reducing the wheel hop. So we've got the PowerFlex anti-lift kit over there. Actually, I'll get it out the box just to give you an idea. Probably one of the best pound for pound mods you can do to any TFSI in my opinion. So I've done it to every Mark 5 I've had. So it's like the whole bush. You can see through there anyway. I've got one hand to do this. So what's the plan of action first then?
Take off these arms maybe, just make sure nothing snaps, because they cannot normally snap in the subframe.
Yeah.
They've snapped a ball joint, but obviously we're fitting all new, so it doesn't really matter.
Pescara is still in half decent nick. So we've got Pilot Sport 4s already on the car. So of course tyres, essential upgrade. No point having all these bits and having average tyres or budgets. I am going to probably get these wheels refurbed soon. So the main sort of game plan I had was handling bits and then tidying up a few visual stuff. And then we'll see what happens with the car. Right, so we might have spoke too soon. So what's the problem here then?
This bolt has pulled the thread out with it. I don't know if you can see it there.
It does look a bit pretty, looks pretty bad, doesn't it?
Cream cracked. Might just be better to get another subframe, just get that part of it.
Good Christmas, yeah.
Yeah.
So that part you can just detach that part of it?
Yeah, so you can take this off here. It's like just this one half of it. The subframe's in like 3 parts.
Oh yeah,
one
of
on
course,
each
yeah.
side, and then that part in the middle. In the green machine.
Legend here is going to get the part from the subframe. Right, so whilst we're waiting for that bit to come back, we're going to see what the other bits sound like. Probably all going to seize. Imagine we have to get the whole car from a breaker now. So there is another thing conveniently in the same location that I just remembered. Last night I went to fill up the car because I thought I'd get everything done last night before I drive up in the morning today. And the car started sounding a bit funny. So it has got a boost leak.
That's it right there.
So
Silicone hose.
yeah, it's literally just chilling there, isn't it?
Comes off your fingers.
Let me get the light up there actually. Right, so straight off the turbo pretty much.
Yeah.
No wonder it was really loud.
And really slow.
Yeah, that was another thing I noticed. M2 tyres here as well. Every time I come there's a new car outside, man.
Show them the M2.
This is just gonna get me emotional for mine, man. Make sure you have subscribed, by the way, if you haven't done already, if you do enjoy content on whatever we do on this channel, Mark 5s and stuff. But yeah, here's Dave's new car, manual M2. You guys know I had an M2 before. Mine was a DCT though. But yeah, there is something cool about a manual one. We've got an E90 M3 as well. These are a favourite of mine. I just prefer the E90s over the E92. Just think that the saloon is a bit more sort of rare and a bit cooler as well. And of course we've got an F80 here, but nice little lineup actually. Also make sure you are following Dave's Instagram page, DRW Performance. It used to be called DW Tuning. Yeah, renamed it, different branding, but yeah, the same guys. Make sure you check them out. Let's head back inside. What I will do after all of these bits are done, I will in the same video take you guys for a drive as well and explain the differences to how it was before. Alright, so the Legend's back with the subframe.
Red's gone.
It just basically the old bolt just pulled it all out.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, look at that, much better.
Yeah, knackered.
So in through there. £20 sorted from a breaker. No point re-tapping and all of that stuff, man. Just get a new one. Right, so stock bushes out, and we've got these going in, haven't we?
Yeah. So they just go in each side. Probably need a little bit of lube.
Yeah. That and the anti-roll bar, man. The rear of this car is going to be turning nice. To that compared to the old one, man. These look like they've just come off a ship, innit? You see those like antiques, just like they're discovered after 100 years. Right, so we're in the middle of doing this stuff. Little break. We're gonna go have a bit of lunch, but also look what's turned up. PS5, as you can see.
No bricks in there.
Yeah, no bricks in there. So Asim, big shout out to Asim, man. Came through. Digital edition as well, because don't really use this anymore. Might as well download it, save the time. So yeah, man, good times ahead today. Hopefully that'll handle nice on the way back, and I got a PS5 when I get home. Probably take me about 2 days to install all the updates, but so good, man. Look, ironically, a PS5 box is perfectly designed to fit in a Mark 5 footwell. Behind the scenes of Mark 5 work, the grinder's coming back out again. Just when it goes back away, it comes back out again. So you got the rear shock here, the one that just come out the car.
You push it down.
It just stays there.
And it doesn't come back.
It's not really doing what a shock is supposed to do.
No. You have to pull it back out.
There's a new one here. It's all definitely very shiny. That's one thing you can say. I was getting excited about the sticker before, but
It's clean underneath there.
yeah, maybe it's all hidden under there. Maybe it's actually a design. We're building up a sort of a mini scrapyard here, our side by sides. So here we've got the full front suspension. Next to the original one, of course, there's a BC's adjustable top mount. We'll add a bit of camber on it as well, and you can adjust the sort of ride stiffness. Rear anti-roll bar here with the rear links as well. Rear arms, front arms, and loads of bolts that we've cut as well, just to add some mix. Front track rod ends. It's basically most of the car underneath, I'll be honest, like, but it's gotta be done, man. Especially if you want to have a stage 3 edition there, you need to go the extra mile. Now it's time to get it all assembled and see what's what. Right, so here we are. All the bits have been attached to the car. So we thought for a bit of a joke, we lined up the parts exactly how they were at the start. Loads of rust anyway, essentially.
Lots of chop bits there.
Lots of chop bits, yeah. If you're gonna do stuff to your Mark 5 or just any old TFSI, just account for some extra time that you're gonna need. That's the best way I can put it. It's been a long day, so the whole car's basically been refreshed now as much as possible. The aluminium arms all fitted. Powerflex anti-lift kit, of course, on both sides, looking very shiny. What else have we've got? We've got a new CV boot on this side, boost pipes fixed. That silicone hose up there essentially blew off. So around the rear, got new arms, coilovers again, springs and shocks, new links, and we've also got a white line anti-roll bar, which we've set to the middle setting. Go for the middle setting unless you want to end up in a hedge very soon. So we're gonna do alignment now. You guys remember last time when we did the R32 up here, so yeah, basically get it all set up and pretty much good to go. Right, so car's back at home. We ended up finishing at like 11:30 yesterday, so it was like a full 12-hour shift or 13-hour shift. I did get there around 10. But yeah, big shout out to DRW Performance, the lads Dave, Gaz and Joe as well. As you can see, the car's sitting nice. We did do a full alignment, which I'll put in shots of now. So we set it up for a nice fast road setup. I haven't experienced it properly yet. That's the plan now after we do this little walk around. In terms of specs, we went for 2 degrees of camber all around. I didn't go for the full slammed look. It has got a nice stance to it, a bit different to say H&R springs like the R32's got. I mean, that looks relatively stock compared to this, but yeah, the front is sitting nice. I do think it does need some spacers now though. Ordinarily I'm not a spacers kind of person, but I think just a touch would do. The plan now, we are going to go take it for a drive on some back roads, get you some driving impressions. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you a bit more how it sits right now. I think it's bang on. I mean, what sort of spacer do you reckon I should go for? But yeah, what we'll do, I'll stop rambling. Let's head out on some country roads and see what all those handling upgrades can do. Right people, so here we are in the Edition 30. It's weird, like it's only like 1:30, and yeah, it looks like the sun's about to go down already, even though there's only like 2 hours left. I've come up to some country roads local to me. Yeah, we'll see what it's like. So far my impressions driving it around the city centre and up to here, it has been quite supple. Like I've got it on, I believe on 14 clicks or 15, one of them anyway. Basically it's in the middle, because I believe these things have 30 clicks in total, in terms of like ride harshness on the dampers. So far, yeah, I mean it's obviously stiffer, you could tell, but it's not at the expense of being like a mess, because I did have coilovers on the dead GTI way back when that car came with it, and I didn't really enjoy them, but then I knew that those were probably a bit battered. I mean, even right now we got like these kind of jittery roads that are kind of leading up to the main ones, and yeah, it's dealing with it all right, to be fair. I'm the first person to tell you if a car's too stiff, trust me, I like my comfort. So initially I was a bit hesitant, but you've always got to try them out before you can make the call. So yeah, these BC coilovers, I can vouch for them, they're pretty decent. But yeah, let's wait till I get to some actual twisties before making a judgment. Let's floor it now. Yeah, that anti-lift kit's made a huge difference. You see, did you notice there was no wheel hop there, guys? I floored it in second there. Bearing in mind this is a 420 horsepower car. It's a bit damp today as well. So here to a long sort of swooping left-hander. I'm not going to floor it too much in case anyone's walking the other way, but oh my days. Nah, this car's different now. This car's different. This thing used to be only kind of quick at in certain scenarios, you could say. You could floor it in any low gear now if you want to. I mean, look at here, this is like a little tricky undulating bit, and mate, you just fly straight over it. You don't have to like manage the car as much. I suppose this is what you get when you do like a combination of things, because we haven't just done coilovers. Like we've basically polybushed the whole rear end. The front, the anti-lift kit bushes, they make a world of difference regardless. So you've got everything working together. The way this car flies though, man, I think I just didn't give it enough credit to begin with. Let's floor around this little roundabout. Yeah, first gear, see how if I floor it now, you can't hear nothing. Bear in mind, it's a front-wheel drive car with 400 horsepower, guys. And look at what I'm doing to it. Floor it now. Mate, that's disgusting, man. That is disgusting. A few weeks ago, I was like, yeah, I had to sell them, I'm done with them, and now here we are, just dumping money into both Mark 5s. It's just a life, innit? Out here, second gear, first gear action. See, when it does slip, it slips in a straight line and it doesn't send the intrusion into the cabin. That's what I've always said about these anti-lift kit pushes. That look second again. It didn't even slip then. Yeah, you're traveling some serious speed in this car. As the first bit of tyre chirp I had, uphill on a bit of jump. And then you whack into fourth and you get this. What a car! What a car, man! Nah, it takes a lot for me to get excited, I'll be honest, lads. I'll be honest. Nowadays, like, I just beat most cars, I'm like, okay. Here's what it is, isn't it? They're all the same. This ain't the same. This ain't the same. I think we'll end the video here, though. Before things get out of hand, I'm just enjoying this car too much. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you are enjoying all the content I'm pumping out. Drop the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, found it useful. Make sure you check out DRW Performance up in Liverpool. Pay them a visit, tell them I sent you. Also check out IDWorks as well. Big thanks to them for supporting the build. I'll stop rambling now. I'll catch you next video.